I have a daughter who is shaped very differently than I was ever shaped, and she's got a bigger body. And it's I never had I never had that struggle. I had different struggles. I was missing 8 teeth till I was 16, but um, she she's just getting to that age where she's recognizing how different she looks from her friends. And so there's been some really tough conversations where I 100% have to focus on her self-worth. And I'm hoping that that transcribes. And I'm terrified, as I think any parent of any kid that has something to deal with, it's kind of like not in their control. You know what I mean? And I think that's what people don't understand. Like, there's no way that my 10-year-old daughter should feel badly about the body that she was born into. Like Tracy was saying, this is just your shell, and all of the confidence and all of the beauty of it comes from the inside. And it's tough. It's these really, really hard conversations. And I just wanted to kind of end this interview with you by asking what you say to moms, as a mom yourself, who are, whose daughters may not look like the Gap Kids catalogs. I mean, talk about a hard time finding clothes,
Yeah.
like little girl clothes are made. Those t-shirts at Target are all tapered. There's
Yeah.
nothing for anybody with a belly, nothing. And, she's wearing my size jeans, but they're all too long, but she can't wear kid clothes. And it's so hard because I absolutely never want to make it about her body. And what is your advice to the mothers of the girls or the boys?
I mean, the biggest thing is that whenever we use descriptors for our bodies, because they will say, well, I look, and then whatever word, like whether it's fat or whether it's like just any word that has been used like as a slur, as something that's wrong. And don't assign value to it. That's kind of like the biggest thing, like especially the word fat. If they were to say, gosh, mom, I'm so fat. Like, why am I so fat? And your first response is, oh, no, you're not. Or like, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that about yourself. If you say that, you're immediately assigning it as a bad word. Like you're saying that
you're almost agreeing with the
notion
of it. Yeah.
That it's wrong or that it's bad. And instead, like a reaction, I mean, I know internally it's going to feel like your stomach's being ripped apart. But your reaction just needs to be more about, well, what does fat do? Because we all have fat. I have fat. You have fat. But, the cool thing about fat is that it, protects our insides and that our body actually uses it as energy. So whenever you're going to go like outside and run around, like your body is actually using your fat as energy to do that. Like, how cool is that? And you kind of flip the script and turn it into like a teachable moment, and how all bodies actually have fat. Some have a lot of fat, some have a little bit of fat, and some are like anywhere in between. And isn't that so cool that we're all kind of like different? Like every single human being is so different. That's how I would kind of like approach the conversation, instead of immediately making it seem like it's bad and that you're trying to like make them feel like, I agree that it is, bad that you look that way, but it's okay. Like, you never want to have that but moment. I haven't had this conversation with my daughter yet. I know eventually I probably will, whether it's her body or whether it's somebody else's body that she's noticing. Maybe she'll even notice it about mine. I'm not sure. But that's kind of how I'm trying to prepare myself to have that conversation.
You're right, because sweeping it under the rug or just saying like, no, don't use those words.
Or
just
no,
gives
you're
them more
not
power.
Isn't even, that's not helpful either. Just to be like, oh, no, ignore all your feelings. And so, I mean, I do think now that you're saying that when she was upset the other night and was saying these things, and I said, my first reaction was, who said something to you? Like, because like somebody being mean, and then I can handle that separately. But I validated her feelings because I didn't want to brush under the rug that she had any self-consciousness that we needed to deal with.